All right, as soon as this comes up, this is what I emailed you this morning, just so you're aware of it. We're going to talk for a couple hours or so about Git, and hopefully by the time we get done talking about it, you'll have an understanding of what it is, how to use it, etc. if you've never heard of it before. All right, if you've heard of it before, you may know more about it than I do, and that's fine. All right, I did give you 3 PDFs, and that's what takes up most of this 5 meg file that I sent you. And I also sent you some URLs. And I'm going to be going over these URLs with you in just a minute. All right, and I mentioned this one by Corey Schaefer last time. We're actually going to try to go through both of these. We'll see how it goes. But there's a bunch of these that are in here. Again, those are those. We're going to look at the Git home page, and we're going to look at Bitbucket. All right. So, taking it from the top, the first thing we're going to look at in just a minute is there's a guy. His name is Brad Traversy, and I have subscribed to his YouTube channel. He puts out tons of free videos on it, just about everything you can think of. How to create a website, with a responsive website, CSS, HTML, JavaScript, and he's one of thousands of people who do this. All right, but many of the ones who do this charge, and he does have courses that he has online that he charges for. But like I said, I just like his stuff. You can get by his Boston accent. All right. So we're going to look at that in just a minute. We're also going to look at, as I mentioned the other day, where is it? The one that's in here someplace. I thought I had it, and I guess I don't. The one by Corey Schaefer. Okay, so we'll take a look at that in just a minute. Now, there's another one that's in here. This guy, his name is Derek Banis. He's another guy. He puts tons of videos out there that are free. All right. He always starts his talks the same way, and he's like, "Hello there, internet." But he's really good. And what I like about this guy is he gives you a cheat sheet where every single thing he goes over in this presentation, everything that's in there, he gives you all the code that he wrote. All right. If you click on there, etc. I think that this is pretty well done. Again, you may or may not agree as you look through this. I found this yesterday. I didn't watch all of it, but I started to. It's from a company called Edureka, and it's almost 2 hours long. So, I mean, if you really want to sit and get in there and take a look at the ins and outs of Git, you can take a look at that. You know, sometimes I do that, and people say to me, "I don't have time to do this." Then don't do it. All right. I mean, again, I understand. Everybody's got a life, all right, and everybody's got different things, and people prioritize stuff differently. What I'm saying is I'd rather give you a lot of information that you can sift through and say, I want to take a look at this, or I don't want to take a look at this. All right. So what we're going to do, again, and I want to get back to the right one here.
Hey everybody, how's it?
This is Python. There we go.
Hey, how's it going everybody? In this video, we're going to go over Git command line basics. We're going to talk a little bit about what Git is, and then we're going to walk through how to get Git installed.
His other one, that's not it. But I am going to start with this one, like I said. Now, again, 2 things. First, it's not my goal here to waste your time going through this. We may be watching this and you may be like, this is ridiculous. Why are you doing this? Because my hope is that you're going to get something out of it. All right? And we will go over some of the stuff that he talks about in here also as a class. All right? Just so you know this. Now, I'm going to pause this because I may have mentioned this the other day. I may not have. when I'm creating a video, if I put another video inside of it, these files get unbelievably big. I did it once, and it was 17 gig. It was so big, it refused to actually produce it. It literally got up to a point, it came up on screen, and it said, I give up. That's what the software said. All right? It said, this file is too big to be produced. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this. So I'm jumping back to the tape, but just so you know, I went over most of this crash course by Brad Traversy. That is right here. All right. And so I went over this. All right. And I gave you all these URLs and I showed them to people, but I'm not going to do anything more with them. I would just strongly suggest that if you weren't here today, or if you had problems understanding, that you at least start by going out to this tutorialized thing, which is learn Git in 30 minutes. All right? All right, so again, if you weren't here today, what we did was we went over a bunch of different stuff using Git. And one of the things, too, that I should have gone over the class and I didn't, is there is this website, Atlassian.com. And I'm going to mention it to the class in just a minute. Here's some different Git clients you can use. That's not that big a thing. Here's a Git cheat sheet. But as mentioned to you before, you really, and here's the Git download page, okay, but you really might want to take a look at this learn Git in 30 minutes. All right, because it's gone over. We did the install, we did the configure, we did the Git init, we did the Git status, we did the Git add, we did the Git commit. All right, we're going to do the repository stuff tomorrow. So I'm not concerned right now with you doing a push to push things off to the server, etc. We'll talk about that either tomorrow or at another time. All right. That should pretty much bring you up to date with what we did today then.